everybody, so today I'm doing an Effie Trinket inspired tutorial. When I say inspired, I mean completely inspired, not based off any of her looks in the movie. This is something that I find far more wearable if you take off the big lashes and the gems. I would even wear the big lashes. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and if you want to see how I created this look, please keep watching. The first thing that I'm going to start off with is my eyeshadow primer, and that is Urban Decay Primer Potion. Looks like this. I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my finger, my ring finger, and I'm going to put that on my lid and go all the way up to the brow. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a second base, and I'm going to be using my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Hot Pink. I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply it all over the lid. So that's what it's going to look like at this point. Oops. Dropping caps as always. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC 222 brush. It doesn't matter what brush you use. This is just one that I had clean and usable. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to blend it out. It's important to blend out these NYX Jumbo pencils because if you don't, they will crease on your eyes so fast. So that's what it looks like blended out. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Makeup Forever eyeshadow, and this is number 75, and it's an intense hot pink. And I'm going to take my MAC 252 flat shader brush and really pack that on the brush. Tap off any extra, and place that on the center of my lid. And I'm just patting because patting gives you the most color payoff. And I'm patting all the way out to my outer corner as well, leaving my inner corner blank because I'm going to put something there in a second. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Bare Minerals loose shadow, and this is in Berry Custard. Looks like that. I got this in a holiday set. I don't know if it's still available. Any shimmery pink will do. I'm going to get some of that on my brush and put that on my inner corner. And then I'm going to blend that hot pink in with that inner corner highlight. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC 217 brush. This is a fluffy shader brush, or not shader brush, fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to take my NYX Ultimate Pearl Shadow, and this is in White Pearl. I'm going to pack that on the brush, tap off any extra, and I'm going to blend that right up under my eyebrow, the edge, and I'm just going to keep blending, and that's what it should look like. I use that as my highlight. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Inglot shadow, and this is the Freedom System like rainbow squares. It's one with three colors in each pan. I'm going to take the middle of the pink and really pack that on there. Tap off the extra, and I'm going to blend right at this edge where the hot pink and the white meet. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that NYX Pearl shadow, and I'm going to take that on a pencil brush, which is my MAC 219, and that's the White Pearl, and I'm going to put that on my inner corner. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to take my Medusa's Makeup Electro Pink eyeshadow on that same brush, tap off the extra, and I'm going to pull that along my lash line all the way to the outer corner. Just leave a little bit of space at the outer corner, and then I'm going to take that Inglot shadow and I'm going to use the darkest pink in the pan. And I'm just going to put that on the corner, outer corner. And blend that in with the Medusa's makeup. So that is what the shadow looks like as of right now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add glitter, and I'm going to be using my Claire's glitter stack. I actually have a giveaway where I'm giving away one of these, and I will put a link right here. Check out that video if you haven't entered, please do, and yeah, you'd have a chance to win one of these beauties. So I'm going to be using the fuchsia glitter in the glitter stack. And my American Beauty eyeliner sealant, it's so old, but it's just basically a glitter adhesive, or eyeliner sealant, as it's called. And I'm going to put that on my MAC 232 brush, and I'm going to pat that right on my lid. I'm going to wait for that to dry a little bit, but not too much. The reason I wait for it to dry a little bit is because I find that the glitter sticks better when it's tacky, not when it's completely like wet from the eyeliner sealant. I'm going to dip that 232 into that fuchsia glitter. Tap off all the extra because this is going to get all over your face if you don't. And I'm just going to start patting where I want the glitter, which is right in the center of the eye, all the way to the edge, the outer edge. Alright, there is the glitter. Now I'm just going to wipe any of the excess glitter that fell onto my face away with my 187. And I'm going to blend out the line that I blended before. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my matte liquid eyeliner that I got from a contest here on YouTube. I'll link the lady in the description below who I got this from. I love this. I don't know where else I could find this, since I think she got it in Las Vegas. But I love this stuff. I absolutely love this brush. So I'm just going to line my upper lash line, and I'm going to be doing a cat eye. So let me just... So I made that wing extra long because I'm going to then take my MAC Fascinating Eye Kohl. I'm going to line my waterline. And this is just a white eyeliner. And then I'm going to take that right up under where I just put that black liner, and I'm going to pull a white line. Ooh, this is getting a little bit messy. It's okay, it's easily fixable. Anyway, just pull that white line out like that. And then I'm going to go back over what I accidentally covered. And then I'm going to go under the white line with the black liner. And this doesn't have to be perfect. It's kind of just for like a double winged effect. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put mascara on and use my Cherry Blossom Lashes in number 202. I'm going to apply those and I'll be right back. And I was just watching the other video, and please excuse my hair in this video. It is a complete mess. I tried to do an updo for the first time and it was an epic fail. So, yeah, that's why it looks the way it does. Sorry about that. I wanted to get this video up for you guys though, and I didn't want to have to wait till tomorrow. So basically the eyes are done. You could stop here and they would be completely wearable. Well, maybe not to you. To me, I would wear these eyes out. You could mute down the lashes and they would be a lot more wearable after that. But since this is an Effie Trinket tutorial, I am going to add some jewels. And I just think that these will look good. So I'm going to add a few around the eye, and these are just self-adhesive jewels. I'm going to do that on both sides. That one's a little bit off. The nice thing about these is you can usually move them and they'll still stick pretty well. So that's the finished eyes Effie Trinket style. Now on to blush. For my blush, because my eyes are so incredibly pink, I'm going to be using a orange tone blush. I'm sorry I'm saying so much. This was kind of just grab products and do a tutorial type thing. And I'm going to be using my NARS Torrid blush. Looks like that. It's nice and orange, on trend for the season, and I'm just going to start blending that into my cheeks. I'm also going to be highlighting my face, and I'm going to be using Benefit's High Beam. Looks like this. I'm just gonna do a little right there, down the nose, on top of the Cupid's bow. On top of the entire top lip usually is actually what I do. But I'm just gonna pat that and blend the cheeks and the nose. And I'm just going to kind of blend my blood. Oh, I just lost a jewel. I was being too crazy. Alright, so that is done. Now I'm going to give you a few different options for lips. I will be right back. Because this was also kind of a doubled as a request by a girl in my town, her name's Brittany, she requested that I do a dramatic pink sparkly eye with big lashes and nude lips. So for the first lipstick I'm going to use Benefit's Shy. And this is a pinky nude lipstick. It goes on, I think it's a satin. It's not completely matte, but it's not shimmery at all, which is what I like. So I'm just going to use that. And I love how creamy this lipstick is. So that is the entire look if you want to stop there, but of course I want to keep going, so I'm going to next use my MAC Magenta lip pencil, and it looks like this. I'm just going to build on top of this Shy, and what I'm doing is lining my lips right now. Okay, so I filled in the bottom lip. Now let me do the top. I have a really awkward top lip, but I'm sure that you've seen that if you watch my videos. Okay, so that's what they look like right now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Pink Noveau. It's from MAC. It's a matte lipstick. I'm going to place that right in the center. And it looks like that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Comment, rate, and subscribe. That means so much to me, and I really appreciate all of your support that I've been getting. Again, please feel free to enter my giveaway. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't. I'm getting back into the whole Twitter thing. Like me on Facebook, and if you want to send me an email, my email will also be in the down bar with the rest of my contact info. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you later, guys.